Hello, everyone. I want to talk about situation which I think should be against the law, should be the prison sentence, and should come with some sort of consequence. If I say the name Chris Watts, what does that invoke for you? Does that, like me, make you angry and ticked off, frustrated, and filled with just a sense of rage and anger and hate? I want to talk about the fact that, yes, he killed his wife, is serving time in prison, killed his unborn child, his children, etc. But what about those parents who metaphorically murder the person, the mother or father of their child or children, and take and build a bridge between that sometimes there's a point of no return when these children walk away from their mom or their dad, and there's a murder of emotions, the mental aspect, physical aspect, spiritual aspect, and they remove their children from the life of their ex or the person that bore their children or allowed them the opportunity to have children. And I just want to say, I think it's infuriating when the man or woman takes the life of the spouse and removes them from the life of their children, but just through murder. And that person who's gone has absolutely no way to defend themselves. They can't say, we were having trouble, or someone was having an affair, or money came into play, or we just, maybe that person didn't love me anymore. But when a parent goes about metaphorically murdering the opposite parent of their children, the truth of the matter is that person's not going to serve time, because parental estrangement it's so widespread that it would be hard to prove, because the children, your sons and daughters, will side with the person who they favor, and they will go up against the parent they've estranged, and they will drag the other parent through the mud. They'll say, my dad abused me, my mom abused me, my dad was a terrible person, my mom was a terrible person. And the last thing a loving parent wants to do is put their children on the stand, and we really don't want to hear them say terrible things about us. And so therefore, all I have to say is, if you are in the midst of a divorce or poisoning your children, and you have absolutely no problem with seeing your children turn away from their mother or father, the person you chose to have them with and the person you parented them with for maybe a day, a week, a year, 10 years, etc. If that person was good enough to have children with, and you considered them a good mom while you were together, or a good dad while they were together, why then in the world would you take that children or that other parent and murder their other parent? Remove your children from their life by any strategy needed. A lot of parents, there are hundreds of thousands, if not a million parents, who are facing parental alienation because of this. And yes, we do suffer. But a person who loves their child would never in a million years cause dissension in the person that contributed to their DNA, unless it was absolutely necessary. If a person has abused their children, physically, mentally, emotionally harmed their children, and it was proven through the courts, it can be proven through drug tests, it can be proven through CPS that other parent is unfit, then there should be a separation between the child and said parent. And also, you can have home visits, or you can have other people be involved to monitor the situation. But if it is deemed necessary that an intervention has to take place in order to keep that child safe, yes, there should be a separation. And yes, courts are the proper way to do it. But if that person was good enough to raise your children, they should be good enough to have a relationship with your children, and you, as an adult, should be able to put your differences aside and put your children first. So anyways, that's all I've got to say about it. It's time we stop allowing this to happen. And what are the ramifications and long-term side effects? We don't know, because this is just a recent phenomenon. And we don't know how our adult children are going to suffer in the long run. But I can tell you, any child that has been separated from a parent, a loving parent who has sacrificed for them, wasn't perfect, but raised them and had made decisions on behalf regarding school and doctors and all that. If you have gone in that direction and have caused a dissension in the relationship between your child and their other parent, it's never too late. You got to turn it around. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I'll be back.